how many of you have ever been curious about the training that goes into a seeing eye dog?
I'm curious. Yeah.
So my speech to you is going to cover that and cover basic guide dog etiquette, because it's something that a lot of people are lacking, and I love educating. So to choose a guide dog and have one assigned to you, you first need to select the guide dog school to which you want to apply. There's a bunch of them all around the country. Seeing Eye in Morristown, New Jersey, Fidelco in Connecticut, Guiding Eyes in New York, Guide Dogs for the Blind in Los Angeles. So there's guide dog schools everywhere. Guide dogs originated in Germany, and they originated in Germany in the 20s to help blinded World War I veterans get around. There was a blind man from Nashville, Tennessee, by the name of Morris Frank, who in 1929 wrote the owner of one of these schools and said, you know, I would love to train with these dogs. He trained with the first seeing eye dog, Buddy was the dog's name, came over here to America, and through sit-in protests and that kind of thing, he showed people that these dogs could be allowed in schools, in restaurants, in theaters, and established the first guide dog school known as Seeing Eye in 1931. And that's kind of where the phrase seeing eye dog comes from. The correct phrase is guide dog. So you choose your guide dog school, and each one has a separate application process, and every school runs into things a little bit differently. So I chose the Seeing Eye because it's the oldest, and in my opinion, the best. They've been doing it since the 30s. And you apply to the school, you explain about your home setting, what you would be using the dog for, how you feel that you could benefit from having a dog versus traveling with a white cane. You need proper documentation from a physician stating that you are legally blind and explaining what your vision is like. They don't give dogs out to people who have too much vision because it just doesn't make sense. If you can see where you're going, then why rely on the dog? Once you apply, it can take anywhere from a couple of months to a year, depending on the amount of people and application that they have in. They come out and do a home interview with you, and they'll look at your setting and look at, for me, I got the dog in high school, which is extremely rare. They'll look at your setting, judge whether or not it's a safe environment for you to have a dog working in, and then they will try to match you with a dog. They will have a trainer walk along beside you. You hold the leash and the harness. The trainer has the other end, so the trainer is pretending to be the dog. You walk along beside the trainer, and they measure what's called your pace and your pull. They measure how far you walk, and when you stand up, when you have a guide dog on the end of a harness, you want to feel like you're picking up a 5-gallon bucket. You want there to be tension on that harness, and you stand just behind the dog's rear legs, just in front of them, sit, because the harness will pull on the chest, and that makes the dog decide that he needs to push on against that resistance of the harness. So they measure what your pull is like. They measure what your leash corrections are going to be like. If that dog steps out of line like Alpha does occasionally, you'll see me yank on that leash. It doesn't hurt him, it just gets him to figure out, I need to calm down and stop chasing squirrels or whatever it is.